He watched his father cheat on his mother and father children out of their marriage, all while she struggled with infertility her entire life. My partner isn't her biological son, and she never had her own. She dedicated her life to the two of them and passed away from ovarian cancer shortly before we met. Sometimes I think about whether she regretted staying with her husband or not. We have a small shrine in her honor, and something makes me look at it and expect guidance. I love the man she raised and hate the one her husband did. But they're both him, and he's a grown man more than capable of self-control, so I decided to walk away. Next week my car will be picked up and shipped back home, and I got first-class tickets for me and my dog. He'll come back home from work, and everything I brought will be gone, along with me. The only thing I think I might regret is not somehow being able to see his reaction when he walks through the door and realizes what's going on. Commenter. I'm sorry you're going through this. It's the hardest thing to let go of. As hopeless as it can feel sometimes, it does get better. Take your time in the beginning, but I think it's therapeutic to confront him eventually. Ghosting doesn't provide closure for you. In my experience, confronting the problem head-on gave me a sense of closure. I try to take everything that happens as a life lesson. Good luck with everything. Ops response. I personally don't believe in closure. I got all that I needed when I realized he was untrustworthy. Edit. A few asked for details. There are 7+ other women, and everything he told them was a lie. His name, age, height, city, occupation, everything. For a moment, I almost thought I was the affair partner, and he had another family out there somewhere. The only common denominator was that he bought us all the exact same lingerie set for his birthday in January, and he specifically requested I hang it up in our closet where it's visible. Forgiveness is not on the table. He'll be surprised, but I doubt he'll be hurt. Update 1. The transport company came and picked up my car. I sold whatever big furniture I brought for low prices. I took his dog to the park and played with him a bit, got him a dog cupcake, and took him back to the apartment. Movers started coming for the rest of my stuff, and I hadn't prepared for our property manager thinking we were both moving out and we hadn't given them the required vacancy notice. She came to talk to me right as my Uber was coming, and I told her what was going on. Unfortunately, they had already called him because only his name is on the lease. He's called and texted me a few times, but I haven't replied. His workday won't be over for a couple more hours. I left my apartment keys and anything he's ever bought for me that I hadn't sold already. I didn't feel like taking that stuff with me. While packing, I remembered we bought a pet camera that shoots treats on the entertainment center and turned it back on. I promised myself I'd disconnect from it by midnight tomorrow, but I have my own predictions about how he'll react, and I just gotta know for sure. Yeah, it's messed up, whatever. I actually forgot to leave a note and was running out of time before my Uber came, so I just left the lingerie set he was so obsessed with on the bed. He'll figure it out eventually, or maybe not. I'm at the airport now with my dog, just waiting on my flight. I wish I could say that I feel free, but I don't, I'm just tired. Thank you all for the well wishes, and thank you more to all of the other women who reached out with similar stories. I think I might have caved and stayed if you all hadn't. Pet cam update. I turned it on for about 10 minutes after I got back to my home and unpacked. He wasn't there, but everything was a mess. There was a fist-sized damage in the walls, furniture flipped over, papers everywhere, and the kitchen looked like a tornado went through it. I deleted all of my other social media accounts but didn't block his number. In the first 2 days, he called me over 200 times. Lots of novel-length text messages and him admitting to some things I didn't even know about yet. Quite a few calls from his dad and friends too. I didn't reply to any of them.